Guten Morgen, lads and lassies, and welcome back to the YouTube. So, as you know, for the last couple of days, we've been here in Lunar Wake Park in Spain. And recently I've been doing a little bit of cable park reviews when I've been traveling the world. I think it's a really nice way to find out if you're going to go for maybe a winter traveling or a summer holiday with a bit of wakeboarding. It's nice to see the different cable parks around the world. So in this video, we're going to be covering where we're located, prices of accommodation, how easy it is to get to, how much it costs to ride, and of course, most importantly, the cable park itself. What are the obstacles like? What's the cable like? So hopefully it's a little bit of an insightful video for you. Today, we're here in the middle of February. As you can see, I'm in a t-shirt. Now it is a bit chilly. It's probably maybe 17, 18 degrees Celsius. But in the summer, I think it gets up to the mid 40s. So it's definitely gonna be very, very hot. So we're gonna do a walk around of the whole cable park, discussing the features. But quickly, whilst we're here at the entrance, I'm gonna point out the restaurant behind me. So the restaurant, the food is insane. And actually, that's definitely one thing I wanna talk about is the staff here. Number one, I think vibes is always really important. And I'm gonna go ahead and say the staff here is probably one of the nicest in any cable park in the world. They're really happy to help you out. They're all smiley. They're all really enjoying and kind of actually into wakeboarding. So that's a good start. Anyway, we'll go straight into the cable. Okay, so off the dock, well, I suppose this is an important thing. It is an anti-clockwise cable, which means that it's really good if you're right foot forward for beginners. However, this is definitely an intermediate and up cable. The obstacles, they're all tailored towards pretty advanced riders. And I'll go back to that a little bit later. But off the dock, you've got two big kickers. Now, for the start of the week we were here, they were actually further up. Now they're a little bit further back. Great for line tension. However, the only thing is they're very quick after the corners. So it's definitely one thing to bear in mind. Then once you go over them, there's plenty of space. And then there's two rails. So on the inside, basically right foot forward, toe side, you've got a nice little pipe rail, really good. You can kind of make the most out of that. It can be easy or hard, and it's great for kind of practicing different types of board slides, different entries, exits on and off the rail. And then you've got this gigantic feature, which I have no idea what it's called, but it's kind of in three different stages. So there's a small little kicker, which is used to kind of transfer onto the further end pipe. Then there's a big kind of up ramp with a pipe on the side, and you can actually go rail to rail there. And there's also like a staircase on this side. So personally, my rail riding's not insane, but I've seen some people do incredible hits on that all week. I probably should have done a little bit of research before this review, because I just realized I don't actually know the name of any rail. But nonetheless, after that, on the other side, you've kind of got like a rooftopy type thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like an up pipe, but it's got a bank on either side essentially. Really nice, really user friendly, and you can do quite a lot. And then on the other side, this is my favorite rail in the whole place. So on the outside, you've got basically like an up ramp and then a drop to another up ramp. Really, really good for practicing your hits. It's very, very slippy. In fact, all the rails, they're not really sticky or anything like that. They're quite smooth, very fresh. And then there's also like a little small kind of fun box thing for any wake skaters or anyone kind of on the more basic rail hits. Then you go around two corners, so it's a five post cable. So you take two corners and you come into the back end. So then once you've come around the corner, you're greeted by two obstacles. So on the outside, I do know the name of this one. It's basically a flat bar, really easy to hit, great for beginners. The only disadvantage is it's quite far over here. So if you are kind of a beginner to intermediate phase and you're working on that, it's quite a long walk back. Then on the other side, you've got a kind of a bank, but also you can do rail to rail on it. Haven't done it yet myself, but I still have another day or two, so we'll see, maybe I will. The bank's really nice. One thing I've noticed is all the banks here, they kind of have a transition on them. And so a lot of the banks that I've hit in my life have always just kind of been like a straight wedge down. With the transition, it's actually a little bit harder. You kind of have to adapt your riding, but it's all good. And then after that, on the inside again, you've kind of got a pipe up into the air. It's essentially an incline, really easy to hit. You can do toe side back rolls off it, spins off it. Again, nice and user friendly. And then you've got this monstrosity over here. It's definitely a very big obstacle, not necessarily the most difficult. So it's essentially a large piped A-frame on the outside. It's also got a bit of a transfer box in, and then on the inside you've got a bit of a bank. Cool rail, honestly not my favorite, but it is nice to hit. And then when you come around the corner, well, first of all, let's talk about air tricks. So this is one of the few cables I've been to in the last couple of years where everyone's doing air tricks, and it's because there's so much tension. So even when you're riding along, I find that my hands or my arms are a little bit further up than they would be normally. And there's this little wedge, and the wedge is actually great fun. A lot of us have just been kind of sessioning that, especially when you get a bit tired, because it just boots you up into the air, and it looks tiny, but it's probably one of the most technically difficult obstacles to hit when you're just kind of riding over stuff here. Now, one slight criticism, to the best of my knowledge, the only toilet is up what can only be described as Mount Everest. And we've been wakeboarding here for, I think today's day 3. And I can barely get out of bed from wakeboarding so much, never mind get up that stairs. So if you're anyway like me and don't have a gigantically large bladder, you're gonna hate that. This is also really handy for getting in and out. It's just a little bit smoother, and actually I've got this little rope to drag yourself out when you're really tired. So that's essentially the cable. It's definitely really high level, and the whole week we've been here, there's been some of the best wakeboarders in the world just training here. In terms of good cable parks in Europe to go to in the winter, it's definitely probably the best. Other ones that maybe can contend with it is 313 Cable Park in Lithuania. I've yet to go there, but it looks phenomenal. And then Hypnotics as well in Turkey is phenomenal too. Now, in terms of other things that you need to know, so location, it's about 2 hours from both Alicante and Granada airport. Rental cars super cheap, and then the town nearby is called Vera, or Vera, that's how it's said in English, and it's at the moment absolutely dead. There's no one there, but it's really cheap accommodation. You'll get incredible deals in the winter. In the summer, I'd say it's a little bit more expensive, and it's about a 15-20 minute drive from there. And as a whole, it's really good. There's some nice amenities, a skate park, there's a full-blown Ninja Warrior course, there's abseiling and rock climbing behind me. You can't actually do that as a customer. But yeah, as a whole, I have to say, really enjoyed it. In terms of pricing for riding, depends, obviously the longer you come for, the cheaper it is to ride, but a good example is a 3-day pass, I think is 120 euros. So about 40 euros a day. Really good value, to be fair. And yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's probably, as I said, my favorite things would have to be the staff, number one for sure, the park itself, and the restaurant's brilliant too. Things I don't like, the stairs to the toilet, that's a bit of a nightmare, I'm not gonna lie. It's just, honestly, I know you think I'm being a prima donna, but when you're as tired as you are after not wakeboarding since December till February, it's just too much to ask of you. Also, everyone's better than me, which is a bit of a shame. No, I'm joking, that's actually brilliant. And also, Tim lost his sunglasses. It's definitely gonna get wet. Oh no! Did you get them? No. Oh no! But yeah, other than that, it's been really enjoyable. Looking forward to the next 2 days here. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch the other cable park reviews, I'll leave the link up there. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.